One of the primary functions of Experts Directory is to connect you with other researchers and help build your professional network. As you build your profile and add items such as scholarly and creative works that involve collaborations with others, you're building a web of connections that can eventually span across dozens or even hundreds of people here at OSU. Experts Directory has a feature that lets you visualize these connections and see a high-level view of your entire network, and also do the same for others here at OSU. It's an amazing tool and can be very useful for you to explore professional networks, and it's also simple and easy to use. To get started, visit the public Experts Directory site at experts.okstate.edu. Then type a name into the search box to look up a profile. You can do this with your own name, but you can look up anyone who has made their profile public and who has co-authored work with others at OSU who have also made their profile public. If you just want to browse all the public profiles on Experts Directory, just click the magnifying glass on the left side of the search box and it will show you everyone who has a public profile. To show you what I mean, let's take a look at the network diagram for Dr. Stephen Clark. I'll start by typing his name into the search field and then hitting enter. I can go right to his network visualization by clicking the View Network option beneath his profile picture. Alternatively, you can access someone's network by clicking their name and then looking on the left side of their profile for the Collaboration Network link. This takes you to the exact same result as the View Network option on the previous screen. If you don't see the option to view someone's network, they either don't have any collaborations listed on their Experts Directory profile, or they've made their connections private so others can't see them. Or the people with whom they've collaborated might not have made their profiles public, which would prevent them from showing up on a network diagram. There's a lot of information to take in with this visualization, so let's break it down piece by piece to help you understand. First, the diagram itself. This shows you how the person you're looking at is connected to others here at OSU, as well as their names. The diagram shows collaborations with other individuals, and a collaboration is when two or more individuals share an association with a single publication. It could be co-authorship, translator, editor, or any number of ways in which two people worked together. Experts Directory uses the information from public profiles to build this network diagram. When you add a publication to your profile and list someone else here at OSU as a collaborator, that data is used to construct the diagram you see here. Each circle in the network diagram is called a node. Nodes represent individuals with a public profile in the Experts Directory system with whom you have collaborated. The color of the nodes is based on the department they are affiliated with. And I can see that Dr. Clark has collaborated with people from 3 different departments. But what are these departments? The Department Key tab at the bottom of the page lets me see what the color of each node represents. And if I hover my mouse cursor over one of the departments, it will highlight those departments on the diagram. In addition to color, the size of each node is also important. It represents the number of collaborations a person shares with other people in the diagram. You can see here that this node is larger, whereas this node is smaller. This means that within Dr. Clark's network of research collaborators, this person has collaborated more often with others in Dr. Clark's network compared to this person. Another thing to look at is the lines between nodes. These illustrate direct collaborations, and the shorter the length, the greater the number of collaborations between the two people. That's not all though. There's a number of ways you can customize this visualization to show you information that matters the most to you. First, you can navigate around by using the options on the left to zoom in and out, and click and drag with your mouse to view different parts of the diagram, and then reset the view to the initial position with the circular arrow icon. You can also use the settings option on the right side to customize what the size of each node represents. The default is collaborations, but if you click publications, then the size of each node will reflect the number of publications that individual has. For example, if I click publications, you will see that the number of nodes and Dr. Clark's connection to each one remains unchanged, but the size of this particular node has grown significantly. That indicates that Dr. Clark is connected to this person and she has more publications than Dr. Clark, at least based on the number of publications that are accounted for in the Experts Directory system, which may not reflect the entire body of an individual's work. The third option is separation, and I'll get to that one in just a bit. This network visualization tool also lets you choose the scope of collaborations that you can view. Direct shows a map of everyone with whom the person has a direct collaboration. The extended option shows the collaborations of everyone else as well. Let me show you what I mean. On Dr. Clark's profile, we are currently looking at his direct collaborations. Everyone on here is someone with whom Dr. Clark has collaborated on a publication. But when I click on Extended, the diagram shows everyone who has collaborated with Dr. Clark's collaborators. We can see that he has collaborated with this person, and then we can also see that this person has collaborated with these other individuals. The colors of their nodes show that they are in different departments, and if you want to see their names, just click the Always Show Name Labels option. The Extended Collaboration Network is also when you might want to use the separation node size. When you click that, the nodes decrease in size the further out they get on the diagram. Smaller nodes denote greater degrees of separation between that person and Dr. Clark. The nodes on the outer edges are small because Dr. Clark has not collaborated with them directly. The larger nodes are people with whom he has collaborated. These direct and extended options are a great way to visualize the scope of someone's professional network within the Experts Directory system, and a useful tool to have as you look for potential collaborators on your own projects. There's one more useful bit of information to share as well. The lowercase I button on the left side hides and shows the information panel at the bottom of the screen. There are 3 tabs at the bottom: Legend, Department Key, and About This Data. Legend explains some basic information about the network diagram like nodes, size, and link. Department Key shows the campus departments represented by each one of the node colors. And About This Data provides some useful information about the diagram like the definition of collaboration and additional information about node size. If you don't need any of this information, just click the I button to hide the bottom panel. As you can see, this network visualization tool within Experts Directory is an incredible tool to have at your disposal. It helps illustrate the scope of collaborations all across campus. It can help you locate people with whom you might be interested in working on research projects.